Hey, it's Michelle. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm coming to you with some kitchen inspiration for St. Patrick's Day. I'm actually making shepherd's pie because I made my corned beef a couple weeks ago. I'm doing a little twist on shepherd's pie. I actually used ground chicken just to reduce the cholesterol in it a bit. So I wanted to show you what I'm doing. So I have some mushrooms because I thought that would give the ground chicken a little bit more of the umami that we're looking for, you know. Okay, so I've got my twist and chop here. Let me see if I can raise this up so you can see the twist and chop. All right, so there's my twist and chop, and I'm going to drop some stuff in it. I'm going to put some onion in it. So I have an onion. I think I'll just throw the onions and the mushrooms in it first, and then we'll do the carrots. I want everything. I love the twist and chop. Remember, it is not going to do anything until the lid is locked into place. And, oops, it helps if you plug it in. I was like, why didn't it turn blue? It's not plugged in. There we go. Now it's blue. Okay, ready? 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000. Generally, 7 seconds. Look at that. The onions, I forgot to turn my stove on. The onions and the mushrooms, they're going right in here. I'm gonna use my skinny scraper to scrape them out of here into the pan. I just put some olive oil in the middle there. Okay, I'm gonna put that back in. Now you just cut your carrots into the size that will fit in here, okay? I don't know if it'll do all these carrots at once. That was a lot of carrot, but let's see. Pop the lid on, light turns blue. Oh yeah, that was like 3 seconds. That was so much faster. Look at that, I got one piece in there for that didn't chop. I guess I should have let it go 5 seconds, but that is pretty damn fast, right? So we're gonna drop these in here too. And I'm gonna saute those up for a few minutes. I'm gonna show you a little trick I did with my potatoes. So, I just chop this little carrot up. I guess I could have stuck it back in there, but I didn't, so here. It's not an exact science. Let's throw that in there. All right, I'll show you what I did with my potatoes. I gotta get my gloves, my oven gloves. Love my oven gloves. You don't have these yet? Oh, get yourself a pair. It's amazing that your fingers can move individually and grab things. All right, so what I did was I took one of my pasta and vegetable serving bowls from our anniversary dishware collection, and I cut my potatoes up and I threw them in there with some milk, and I popped them into the microwave because this is my shortcut for mashed potatoes. Okay, not quite ready yet. Let me stir them up here a little bit. But a lot of times if I'm going to do something like this with them and I'm not just serving a big pot of mashed potatoes, I would just microwave them with some milk. It takes usually about 10 minutes in the microwave. And then they are ready to go. Yeah, definitely not hot enough yet. I could touch that with my bare hand. But that's a little thing that I like to do there. Okay, so then the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make the gravy. So let me show you how I'm going to do that. I don't have any bowls. All in the dishwasher. These are one of our, the other bowl that I just showed you was one of the ceramic version, but this is the plastic version. So we have these in plastic and ceramic. The plastic ones are deeper. That's why I'm going to use them for this. So I'm just using some brown gravy mix, which hasn't been used in a while, so it's all jammed up in here. And some water. And I'm going to hopefully make this taste like beef by doing this. Okay, so I'm going to make a mixture, and then I'm going to toss that in there with the beef and the chicken and the veggies. The other thing that's going in here is frozen peas. If you have frozen peas and carrots, you can use that, but I never have frozen carrots. I always have fresh carrots, but I always have frozen peas. Man, I can't wait for spring because then the fresh peas will come. There's nothing like fresh peas. Sauteed in a little bit of butter and just eaten. Oh, they're so, so good. I really love those. So I'm excited about that. So anyway, so I'm going to mix this in once my veggies are all finished sauteing. I will mix in some gravy. I'm going to make more gravy than that because I like a lot of gravy. And then I'm going to cover it with my mashed potatoes. What I do with my mashed potatoes is when they're done and I mash them, I will mix some butter and cream cheese in them and some salt and pepper. Gives them a nice rich flavor. Then I'll top the whole thing with some shredded cheddar and pop it in the oven just long enough for the cheese to melt and get a little bubbly on the edges, because it doesn't really need to cook. Everything in it was already cooked. So anyway, that's my shepherd's pie. It's very simple. It's kind of a no recipe, you know what I'm saying? I just throw everything in there, whatever I've got, and I make it into food. So hope you guys have a great St. Patrick's Day and you enjoy whatever it is you're having for dinner. Thanks for joining me. Make sure you follow me on Michelle's Kitchen Inspiration on YouTube. Have a great day.